Leading in Nightline tonight, racial unity and interfaith harmony remain the backbone of Sarawak's stability and a key driver of its development, reflecting the true strength of the state's multiracial society. Deputy Premier Dr. Ahmad Douglas Amba says Sarawak stands as a model of peaceful coexistence where communities live with mutual respect and cooperation, regardless of race or religion.
Dari bila penatai kita mulai ngau hati sama-sama mulai sejalai gempuru bertemu nguati lantang. Lepas menua kita itu dia menua titik menua where there is a very strong racial and religious harmony. Jadi pengawal ke penatai kita itu ini kita rancang kaul kita. Kaul bangsa kita, bangsa Melayu, bangsa Iban, bangsa Cina, bangsa Badiu, bangsa semua berhadapan bangsa Bukai, kena agama-agama kebisi, kita itu boleh duduk. Dari kita yang berkumpul, hari kita bersukung, hari kita yang bertolong, maya pengawal pemansang boleh diatur ke kita.
Speaking at the Bukit Sawan Christmas Open House earlier today, Oga also reaffirmed the Sarawak government's commitment to strengthening education with a particular focus on missionary schools statewide. For 2026, he says, the state has allocated 120 million ringgit to support their development and management, with an additional 30 million set aside to upgrade education facilities.
Titik kita keberat ke pelajar, kedua yang kena angkat ke penatai fisik kita mayang itu. Mayang projek ekonomi sudah dilulus, jadi hari itu komentar kita itu sama-sama benar bagi kita. Perintah Komando MP juga pelajar kita nyambut katanya kerja katanya ke mana harinya utai dari untuk pengelantang kita. Lepas 7 perintah GPS, kau nampak ke penatai fisik kita tiap-tiap pintu. Tapi kita yang tadi nak atur ya, nak gaduh ya, kita lebu. Yang pesan aku kita, mari kita berkumpul, mari kita bersukung, mari kita bertolong.
On to crime development, a remand order against 2 men suspected to be involved in a murder case at an apartment in SUNGAI TAPANG has been extended for 5 days, starting today until January 1st. Magistrate Nushahika Nazwa Razali approved the extension of the suspect's remand to assist investigations under Section 302 of the Penal Code. Both suspects were arrested around 11:06 p.m. at MJC Batukawa on December 20th. They were remanded for 7 days from December 21st until today before being brought to the magistrate's court around 9 a.m. this morning for the remand extension application. The 2 suspects appeared in court in handcuffs. If convicted, the suspects may face charges under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which carries a punishment of imprisonment for not less than 30 years and not more than 40 years, along with no fewer than 12 strokes of the cane or the death penalty. According to reports, a 22-year-old local man was found lying in the room of the apartment unit with slash wounds on his body. The victim was confirmed dead at the scene. So far, 16 individuals have been detained to assist in the investigation. Meanwhile, search efforts continue today on the second day for a missing 14-year-old feared to have been attacked by a crocodile near Sungai Kelajati at Pulau Bruit. The teenager, identified as Augustine Fernando Nyalong, remains missing as search and rescue operations resumed early this morning. The croc attack also shocked local residents as it was the first of its kind to occur at the Longhouse area.
The Fire and Rescue Department said the search resumed at about 6:30 a.m. with a briefing held later at the scene before operations began along a 3-kilometer stretch of the Palo riverbank. Initial information indicated that the victim was among 5 teenage boys who had gone shrimp fishing along the river when a crocodile suddenly emerged and attacked him, dragging him into the water. The victim's friends attempted to help but were unable to rescue him and immediately alerted residents at a nearby longhouse who later joined the search efforts. The ongoing search involved multiple agencies, including the police, fire and rescue personnel, civil defense officers, Sarawak Forestry Corporation, the Sarawak Rivers Board, and local villagers.
The remand of 3 foreign men suspected to be chemists for an international meth syndicate has been extended for another 7 days following their arrest recently. Penang Police Chief Dato' Azizi Ismail said the 3 suspects, aged between 32 and 38, were previously remanded for 7 days, which ended today.
Azizi said that so far no new arrests had been made, but efforts to track down the syndicate's network were ongoing and the case was being investigated under the 1952 Dangerous Drugs Act. The media had earlier reported that police uncovered an illegal meth lab at a durian orchard along Jalan Teluk Bahang following the arrest of 3 foreign men and the seizure of 1.2 tons of various types of drugs worth 38 million ringgit in a series of raids on December 20th and the 21st. Meanwhile, Bukit Aman Narcotics Criminal Investigation Department NCID Director Dato' Hussein Omar Khan said that based on intelligence, a team from the Bukit Aman NCID raided a condominium unit along Jalan Gurdwara, Georgetown on December 20th and arrested the 3 foreign men who acted as chemists processing meth for the syndicate. He said that during the raid, a 27-year-old local man attempted to flee and fell from the 5th floor before dying at the scene, while inspections found 26 kilograms of meth and various drug packaging equipment at the location. Police then raided a business premises in Taman Windmill, Jalan Gurdwara, and seized 474 kilograms of meth. The premises were believed to have been used to store and package drugs before distribution.
Police have arrested an individual suspected of being involved in an explosion that occurred after an improvised explosive device IED was used in the Desa Palma area Nilai on December 22nd. Negeri Sembilan Police Chief Dato' Al-Zafni Ahmad said the man, known as 62-year-old Yo Hok's son, or Ayang, was arrested in the Mantin area earlier this evening. Yesterday, Al-Zafni said the suspect involved in the incident was believed to have technical knowledge and special skills in making explosives based on the discovery of devices and equipment seized from the man's rented house. Police also found 31 more IEDs in his house, all of which were destroyed by the police. Last Monday, he was reported to have said that his party had found a suspected IED following an explosion in the Desa Palma after receiving a report from the public that there was an explosive object and nails scattered in the area at 7:08 a.m. In a joint statement today, Thailand and Cambodia agreed to an immediate ceasefire, pledging to end weeks of deadly border clashes. Neighbours' long-standing border conflict reignited this month, shattering an earlier truce and killing at least 47 people, according to official counts. Around 1 million people have also been displaced.
ចំណុចសំខាន់ដំបូងគឺភាគីទាំងពីរយើងបានឯកភាពគ្នាទៅលើបទឈប់បាញ់បន្ទាន់មួយដែលនឹងចូលជាធរមានចាប់ពីថ្ងៃនេះនៅម៉ោង 12 ថ្ងៃត្រង់ស្របថ្ងៃទី 27 ខែធ្នូឆ្នាំ 2025 នេះតទៅក្រោយពីបទឈប់បាញ់នេះយើងត្រូវបានអនុវត្តឲ្យបានពេញលេញក្នុងរយៈពេល 72 ម៉ោង ដែលក្នុងនោះនឹងអាចឲ្យភាគីថៃមានលទ្ធភាពក្នុងការដោះលែងយោធិន 18 កម្ពុជា 18 រូបដែលបានជាប់នៅប្រទេសថៃអស់រយៈពេល 151 ថ្ងៃមកហើយបទជុំបាញ់នេះក៏ស្របទៅតាមស្មារតីនៃសេចក្តីថ្លែងការណ៍នៅទីក្រុងកូឡាឡាំពួរដែលបានចុះហត្ថលេខានៅថ្ងៃទី 26 ខែតុលាឆ្នាំ 2025 នេះដែរគោលផ្សំពីលើនោះអ្វីដែលតាមរយៈនៃបទជុំបាញ់នៅថ្ងៃនេះគឺនឹងបើកផ្លូវឲ្យបងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋភាគសិទ្ធិដែលមានលំនៅឋានតាមតំបន់ព្រំដែននេះអាចមានលទ្ធភាពក្នុងការត្រឡប់ទៅរស់នៅលំនៅឋានរបស់ខ្លួនវិញអាចប្រកបមុខរបរក៏ដូចជាធ្វើស្រែចម្ការ
Survival often means starting over. One person who knows that better than most is Palestinian refugee Wafa Imad. She has been living in Indonesia, raising her 3 children and hoping for a future that remains uncertain. Our RT correspondent in Jakarta, Rebecca Napitupulu, has a story.
I'm a refugee since 1948. I'm already a refugee. This is why I couldn't back to Gaza. And also my sons, also refugees. We tried to make ID for them when we were in Saudi Arabia, but they said no, they will not, they couldn't, even children.
The family arrived in Indonesia after being forced to leave Saudi Arabia. With limited choices, Indonesia became their destination, based on trust and familiarity. But upon arrival, there was no support system waiting for them. Without Indonesian identification, Wafa and her husband are not allowed to work. What's even more painful for them is to see their children grow up without any certainty. The family's struggle worsened when Wafa's husband needed medical assistance for his knee and an operation for his eyes. Church World Service, an organization that is meant to protect them, repeatedly failed to provide proper medical support, citing budget limitations.
At that time, that 2 nice couple, they are husband and wife, they took his medical file, and they spoke with one doctor. We thought they paid, but when we asked the doctor, he said he did it by himself, for free.
Wafa says their case is not unique.
For CWS, not just us, everybody complain. They have low budget and they can't treat.
Since January 20 this year, the Trump administration has taken action after action to dismantle the U.S. refugee admissions program and cut funding for humanitarian assistance. These steps have directly impacted Church World Service's ability to sustain its program, including helping Wafa and her family.
With no long-term solution in Indonesia, the family is now waiting for a humanitarian visa from Belgium. But even the process is uncertain.
Last time when we went, they told us, we will not give you resettlements. Try to find a sponsor. This is what they told us, the end. And actually we did same as they said. Of course, what we found, this humanitarian visa. And we asked them to help us. We asked CWS, just give us letter to show you can't treat us, because they support the old people, sick people, and if it is no treatment at the country, they refuse to give us.
For the children, getting used to a new place is never easy. Fatia Keira, the youngest of the 3, just completed her high school equivalency through the GED, an American online education program available to refugees. But the certificate offers little opportunity. The eldest one, Salah Al-Khaira, is longing to find a job to support his family. He is offering his skills in digital marketing online. It's not what he dreamt of, but for now, this will do. For now, the only path forward is online learning, taking courses and earning professional certificates, just like what Jamal Khaira did. As a second son, he pours his heart into drawing, in the hope that these skills may one day help them build a future beyond uncertainty.
I feel like my biggest dream was actually for me to be a game developer or something like that. Probably creating games, maybe doing some game design, that type of thing.
For now, this Palestinian family remains in limbo, unable to return home, unable to move forward. But even after everything they've been through, the children are still holding on to hope, believing that one day their future will finally have a place to belong. Rebecca Napitupulu reporting from Jakarta for RT.
I'm Tomato. Thank you for watching and have a good night.